Berbicara secara santai for mathematics, which will be on the 1st of March. All right, will be 1st of March. And the time for you to sit for your mathematics will be from 8 o'clock to 9:15 for your Maths 1. And then Maths 2 will be 10 o'clock until 12:30 for Maths 2. 1 hour for 1 hour and 50 minutes for paper 1, and then you rest for a while. And then 10 to 12:30, 2.5 hours for paper 2. Right. So guys, fellow students, how are you now? Okay or not? Respond a little bit to me. How you feel now? Very stressful? Just do it, relax. Okay, before I start my slot, I would like to let you know, because this morning I was having a meeting. And when you have, let's say for your graph, for mathematics, you shall answer on the test booklet. Okay, please share this message to your friend. You'll be answering in the booklet. And please make sure, try your ever best not to write in the column of bahagian pemeriksa. And make sure that your writing is clear, because this time we'll be marking online. Right? And your graph, please make sure it is clearly drawn. Okay, you may use a mechanical pencil, right? 2B pencil. Make sure that it can be scanned, because all your script will be scanned. Okay, and because teacher will be having marking online. Scan, make sure that your writing is clear to be seen. Otherwise, then you lose up. Do you get me, fellow students? That is very important for you. Okay, now let's start our slot with this. For your code, remember mathematics 1449/1 and /2. Okay, now let's go to paper 1. I'm going to start my slot. I have only 11 of you here. Taking away, okay, not many of you are here. Right, so but it's okay as long as you sit down here and make it as a revision, a very relaxing mood. Okay, now this is one of the question, right? One of the question: which of the following real life situation is not an example of isometric transformation? When you see this kind of question in your paper, you should use less than 1 minute. Okay, then how are you going to make sure that you know how to answer? In fact, let's say when you are doing your lesson, you do not pay attention to what does isometric mean, right? So this is my slot with you today. I will guide you how to tackle the answer from the I will try to guide you how to tackle the correct answer from the given choices. Okay, let's go into this. It is because mine is in BM, so I highlight the BM version. Bukan satu penjemahan isometric. So the keyword is isometric. But right, you should understand what is isometric. Isometry means that there is no changes in size, and it is under 3 transformation. Isometric, they have two meaning. They have 2 keywords there in it. One is the shape doesn't change, and it has to go through 3 transformation. Okay, which is translation, reflection, and rotation. But let's say in the exam you do not know. You do not know what is isometric. Then you choose the answer from the you choose the correct answer from the given ABCD. Okay, let's look into that. The one that you can see that the bricks is arranged one after another. So it's just like one piece of the bricks that is being transferred to another position. So that is under translation. And B, you can see that the diagram, the mountain is being reflected onto the water surface. I will say water surface lah. Okay, then this is under reflection. And for you to make a bowl under C, that is rotation. Okay, then D, this is enlargement. So then how are you going to see that which one is your answer? Back to A, B, C. A, B, C, the size not changing. Okay, no changing in size means that your correct answer will be D. This is how you choose your answer. If let's say there are keywords that you cannot define in exam. Do you get me? Can you respond to me a little bit? by typing, or you may on your mic and talk to me so that I can know which level that I can deliver my knowledge to you, or which part that you need more understanding, right? So anyone would like to respond? So this is very easy. So in this question, you should use less than 1 minute. Keep the time, the rest of your time for K-but question. Okay, now let's go into question B. Which of the following scale factor enlargement is a negative value? So what is the keyword here? Negative value. Okay, scale factor. This is scale factor pembesaran, enlargement. Okay, and the second keyword is that it should be negative. Now from A, B, C, D, which one do you think that is the negative? Okay, now you check on A, B, C, D, the diagram. So you can see that you can pick either one. In A, you can pick the small. Okay, let me show you here. I have my pen to write. Okay, you may choose this one. Okay, this one as an object. You may take the small one as an object, or you may take the big one as object. It's up to you because it was not stated clearly for you for this. Okay, let's say I take the small one. I pick the small one as my object. So what I can see, okay, I can see that it's been enlarged, right? One way. Okay, now you go to B. B also one way, from small to big. Then for C, it go down and it go up, right? It go up and it go down. It is some sort like reflected. Okay, for A and B, the position remain the same. But for C, it is not going one way. It can go up and it can go down, right? It's been reflected. And for D, it's also one way, from small to big. So which one do you think is your answer? Anyone would like to respond to this? Which one it will be your answer? Anyone? Guys? C, yes. So then you keep this one as your very fast. This one will be very fast that you get your answer, right? Am I right? So it's very easy. Now let's go to continue to the next question. Okay, now it's a little bit of calculation. Diagram 4 shows a square. Okay, when they give you a square, you highlight the word square PTU. Read the question and go for the information. Right. Read color pen. Okay. PTUV. PTUV. This is a square. Why square? There's a keyword. Okay. And isosceles RQW. Where's my RQW? Okay, I put it blue. RQW. UWPQ. Okay, where's my UWPQ? U. Okay, UWPQ. It's a straight line. Okay, now then the question says, ask you to calculate. Okay, I'm going to erase all this. Just now I read, then I look into the diagram. I have to mark for you to see. Okay, then they ask you to look for the value of x. Where is x? Okay, x is here. How going to solve your x? You refer to the diagram. For you to get the x, you have to go to the triangle of WRQ. WRQ, you do not know this angle. You do not know this angle. You know that it is isosceles. By knowing one of this angle, you will get the value of x. Then you can't do anything. Go back to the word square. Right? Okay, now, or you may go back to the information why 40 degree is given to you. Right? Why 40 degree is given to you. So then you start doing your work. If 40 given to me, then it says that it is a square, okay, an isosceles triangle. I will be able to, this is the question, okay, I'll be able to know that this is a right angle at P. There it will be a right angle at P. I need to take away all this one so that it won't be so untidy. Okay, when it is for 90 degree. So in the triangle of VSP, okay, in this triangle, you should be able to get this angle immediate, which is 50, right? When this is 50 degree, what do you get? Okay, when this is 50 degree, you want to know this angle. You want to get to know this angle, right? So then you can see that from here, the point P to point U, this is the diagonal. When it's a diagonal of a square, you should be able to tell what is the angle of this. What is the angle of this? This is very important. Important keyword to the answer of X. What will be this value? Anyone would like to respond? Diagonal of a square. That means the square you divide it into two equal parts. What the angle will be? Anyone? Yes, 45. When you get this one as 45, you will be easily getting the angle of W. Right? When you get this one, it's very easy for you to get the angle of W. Angle of W, 180, take away 50, take away 45, you get 85. And this angle should be the same as this, which is 85. When you got this 85, what is the answer of X? Get your calculator very fast. What's the answer of X? Yes, very good. See? So what level of this question is this? This is lower secondary question level. Okay, means that it's very easy. Okay, not difficult. You need to think. Okay, when the question asks you to look for X, look into the diagram. Where is X placed? Okay, so then you try to look into the diagram. Then you check what do you need? You need these two angles. You need to know what are the values of these two angles. Then you cannot proceed. Cannot proceed, you go back to the information square. Why the question give you that VUT is a square? Because they want to let you know that the angle here is 45, right? So then how do you get to know 45? You may start this one with 45, then come back to here, then only get 50. It's up to you. But anyhow, the information is there, right? You have to get to use all the information from the question give. If you don't use the information in the question give, means that you miss out the information, your answer might be wrong. Okay, if you don't get the right method to solve it. Okay, then I continue to the next question. Okay, this is another question. Diagram 2, this is all past year question. Okay, PQRS is a parallelogram. So the keyword here is parallelogram. Segi empat, selari. Right, I highlight in BM because this one by right should be a program under rancangan TV, but I didn't manage to go. Okay, UPT and RPRV are straight lines. Okay, these are straight line. So when you say parallelogram, okay, when the question says parallelogram, you should see the arrow. Okay, you can see in my diagram. Then parallelogram, you can see that this is in my diagram. Show this. Okay, why parallelogram? What do you need to know? Okay, you should see the Z, the alternate angle, the zigzag angle. So you find the Z. What Z that you can find? Okay, you can find this angle. Okay, you can find this. Okay, sorry, I haven't go to my question yet. The question says that this y minus x. So y minus x, you need to know the value of this minus the value of this. Check the diagram. So in order to know the value of y, you need to know what is the value of this. You need to know this. Right. So if you need to know that, then what else? For you to get to know the value of x, you need to know this and this. Because x is part of x is the angle at one part of the straight line. You need to know this and this, the angle of QPR and angle of RPS, in order to get the value of x. So okay, fine. Then go back to the parallel. Take away all this first. Parallel. So you have to start. Which one that you want to start? Look into the diagram of a triangle of PQR. PQR. What do you get PQR? You will be able to find this. Right? What do you get the angle of that will be? Testing with your pressing calculator now. What the value will be? Angle QPR. Answer? What's the answer will be? 41. Very good. Then you label, okay, this is the one that I highlight. You label that 41. You remember for paper one, you want to save your time. When you get the value, place it, write it in the question. So when you get this 41, not good enough, right? You do not know the angle of this. You do not know the angle of this. Okay, how do you get to know this angle? How do you get to know this angle? Oh, sorry. Wait, okay. How do you get, okay, just now this one was 41. Wait, okay, this one was 41. How do you get to know this angle? Any idea from you? Very fast. Or straight away, you have two ways to solve. Either one, right? Just because I say parallelogram zigzag, you will get this one as 41. Right? Then you will be able to get the value of y. But now what's the problem? What is the value of this in order for you to get the x? So what's the value of here? Let me label this one as, maybe m. What's the value of m? Refer to the diagram. Yes, 21. Very good. So when you get this, no longer a problem, right? So you get your value of y, which is, what is the value of y? Get your calculator, press the value now. What's the value of y? Yes, 139. So you get the value of y, which is 139. Okay, so the value of x will be 67. How do you get to know? Because this is a straight line. Okay, straight line, 180, take away 51, take away 21, take away 41. Then you get your 67. Then only you place this on the y as 139 minus your 67. What will your answer be? 72. Yes, that's why just now the earlier two questions that I show you, the isometry and the enlargement, you have to answer very fast for you to spend some time in pressing calculator to answer this kind of question. And this kind of question, you shouldn't use more than 1.5 minutes, right? You shouldn't. If you use more than that, means that there are many other questions that you did not manage to answer. Okay, let's continue to question 72. Very good. To those who press calculator correctly, then we continue to this question. Okay, now this question, diagram 5 shows, okay, diagram 1 shows a regular hexagon, M and a part of regular polygon. So they tell you these are two polygons. One, they tell you which is regular hexagon. One of the polygon was here telling you is hexagon. And another one, it says that n regular polygon, M and a part of a regular polygon, N. So N here, this is M, which is hexagon, and N is a regular polygon. They never tell you the sides. Okay, the question never tell you how many sides it is that. Right, so then you have to start doing your work. What's the question says? RS is a common side. RS means that the length, they are having the same length, RS. Okay, then the question says, find the sum of interior angle of polygon N. So they want to know for polygon N, the sum of interior angles of polygon. It means that they want to know how many sides, and they want all these angle to be add up. They want to know what is the total. That is the question. If let's say you misunderstood the English version, go for the BM version. Cari jumlah sudut perdalam. Jumlah sudut perdalaman. They want to know the interior, the total, how many. Just like the sum of interior angles for a triangle is 180. For a square is 360, and so on and so forth. So how are you going to solve? How are you going to start to solve this question? Okay, then you may start it with knowing that what's the formula used. Okay, in order for me to answer this question, I need to know the number of sides. N minus 2 times 180. Okay, n minus 2 times 100. This is the formula to get the sum of interior angles for polygon. This is a formula. Formula you cannot afford to forget, right? Now, then what can I do? Go back to the word of hexagon. Okay, why give you hexagon? Hexagon by right, you should memorize what is the interior angle of each, okay, vertex of a hexagon. So what's the angle? I just want to try on you. What is each angle, each interior angle of a hexagon? Can anyone respond to me? 120. Yes. If let's say you have forgotten, come back to here. Hexagon, there is 6 sides. So 6 minus 4 times 180. Okay, 6 times 6 minus 4. Sorry, because I did the calculation one shot. 6 minus 2 times 180. So means that is 4 times 180. Then you divide it by 6 sides. So you get 120, right? So 120, very good. Miss Sue just now, right? So then you get it as 120. So this is 120. You got the sides of, okay, this one which is 120, right? So then 120, what do you do? From here, you know that from this part, you know that this is a circle. This is a center. And this will give you 360 degree. From here, you will be able to get the angle of this. Press your calculator to get this angle. What's the angle of this? The blue color that I gave you, 135. Very good. Okay, 135. Then, how are you going to make sure that you can get this? Unless you go for your, you memorize the series of this. I show you this one. Okay, memorize this. Then you'll get to know that 135 here, it is an octagon, right? It is an octagon. You memorize if you could, right? Then 8. So then what happened? Back sub the value into the formula. 8 minus 2, you get 6. 6 times 180, you get 1080. Okay. Another way that I want to share with you, if let's say you are not good, you don't memorize this, what can you do? You go for a calculation. That will be the concept of solving. So what can you do here? Okay, you go for the exterior angle, right? So here, you see what am I going to do here? I'm going to add a straight line here. I'm going to add a straight line here. So this is 135. This will be the exterior angle for the polygon. The exterior angle will be 45 degree. How do I know? Because straight line is of 180. Take away 135, it will be 45. So 45, what do I do? So I go for the exterior angle, which is 180 minus 135. I get it as 45. So 45, what do I do with here? So remember, the total exterior angle for any polygon, it is 360. Okay. So for example, I show you. I show you this one. This is a triangle. Okay. Just give you some tips on this. Thinking skill. This is 60, 60, and 60. This is an equilateral triangle. Right. Equilateral triangle. When of this length, I extend. The length here, I extend. Here, I extend. Okay. The angle here is 120. The exterior angle is 120. The exterior angle is 120. The total here will be 360. No matter what shape, if let's say I give a square, this is 90. This is 90, 90, 90. And when I extend the straight line, it can be anywhere that you like, you extend. The exterior angle is 90, 90, 90, 90. So 4 times 90, still you get the total exterior angle is 360. Right? Total interior angle for polygon change. But total exterior angle will be remain the same as 360. So what I do now, I go and get this idea. I've managed to get one of the exterior angle. So 360 divided by 45 degree, I get it as 8 sides as well. I'll be able to get this 8 sides. Okay, I'll be able to get these 8 sides. Then I continue to my working. I continue to my working by subbing n with 8. 8 minus 2 times 180. So 6 times 180. So you get your answer as 1080. That will be your answer. Is that clear? Okay, now, if let's say you don't memorize the thing, never mind. Then you go for another option, which is exterior angle. Remember just now I said the interior, the total interior of polygon change from 180 for a triangle to 360 for a square. And then keep on going. 360, then you will be 360. Wait, 360. I don't memorize, sorry. 360 plus 180, another triangle, 540. Go on out. Go on, and then plus another 180, then you'll be 720. The total interior angle change, but the total exterior remain the same as 360. Remain as 360. It is not changing. Okay, then this will be another question. Okay, this question you need a little bit of solving. You need a time to solve this question, right? But for question of this is very simple. Diagram 3, O is the center of the circle. O is the center. You look into the diagram. PQRS. PQRS is a trapezium. Okay. P and S refer to the diagram as I read. P and S, SMR, RLQ, and PKQ are tangents. The keyword here, tangent. This is the keyword, tangent. Okay. Why tangent? Tangent means that they make a 90 degree. They make a 90 degree here. Okay. To the circle at point M, N, L, and K respectively. Okay. What's the question says? The question says that calculate the perimeter in centimeter. Okay. Calculate the perimeter in cm of the trapezium of PQRS. PQRS. They want to know. So this is also very simple. Why tangent? Okay, why tangent? You need to understand why it is tangent. Means that my KL, my KQ, the length will be equal to QL. And my LR will be equal to MR. Then after that, my SM will be equal to SN. And then finally, another one, I'll choose blue. Okay, blue, I already got green. Okay, PK is equivalent to PN. You need to understand the word tangent here. Because PQRS are the point, okay, the common point for the tangent on both sides. So it means that the length will be the same. That one you learn under mathematics. So then very fast, sub into the value. You see this? This is a question asked. So then you go for 7.34. So your PK will be 7.34. Then 4.31. So then your QL is also 4.31. Then 2.74. You will get that RM as 2.74. But now the question trapped you with the length of SR, which is 4.35. Means that you need to take away 2.74 in order to get the length of SM. So when you take away, you get the length of SM, which is 1.61. So then SN also the same. Then what do you do the next? Get your calculator, key in the value. Okay, key in the value and tell me what's the answer. And to see who is the fastest to post the answer. 32. Yes. Okay. Very good. 32. Then you get your answer, which is 32. Are you going to spend a long time on this question? No. You will not. These are very easy, simple question. I'm here just to make you recall a little bit only. I'm not going to present unless you request, then I'll go to explain other questions with you. Otherwise, it will be just a recalling session, relaxing one. Okay, now let's go to this question. This is also very simple. When you get this type of question, I can tell you can smile from here to here already. Because if you are taking MX, then this one shouldn't be a problem. So then when you expand, first of all, okay, sorry, go for the question first. Which of the following graph represent this? Okay, just because we couldn't bring our Desmos enter the hall. Otherwise, then we key in and we can choose the answer already. So this is factorization. We need to convert into general form. Okay, we need to convert that into general form. So when I explain, what do I get? I get y equals to x squared plus 2x minus 15. Okay, when I get this, you shall see this x squared. So x squared, your a is positive. When a is positive, what kind of shape graph that you should get? What shape of graph that you should get? An N shape or U shape? Your A is positive. Quadratic graph, your A is positive. So what do you get? U shape or N shape? Positive means that very happy. When you're happy, what do? You smile. So what shape? Anyone? U shape. Very good. When you have that as U shape, okay, when you get to know that that is U shape, immediate your C and D, you cross out. You cross out your C and B. Now leaving A and B. Now leaving A and B as your choice. So for you, what do you choose your answer? A or B? Which one is your answer? A or B? By looking into the factorization, you should be able to give answer in a very short timing. B, your answer is B. Yes, very good. Remember, every time when you press your calculator for the quadratic, they tell you that, let's say for example, x equals to -5. Or they say that x equals to 3. So then when you sub back, it will be x plus 5, then x minus 3 equals to 0. So this is the one. So these are the roots. So your roots will be -5 and 3, not -3 and 5. You don't get it from here. -3 and 5. When you get straight away from the bracket, then you are wrong. You are wrong, right? You should get this, the factorization. If you are familiar with pressing calculator to get the value or to get the roots for your quadratic equation, then this one shouldn't be a problem. So the puncher, the roots will be -5 and 3. So you choose -5 and 3, which is the value on the x-axis, right? Then you cross out A. Your answer is B. As easy as that, right? Do you think it's easy? Very easy, right? So then we continue. This is another question. Diagram 14 shows an object of a group of students with which of the following is false? Okay, which of the following is false? So ABC. That's why I say for easy question, you need to do it very fast because you are going to spend time in solving this kind of question. That every the A, B, C, D, you need to digest. You need to understand what it says. Right? Then it says that A, what A says, estimate. Okay, okay. They say that estimated mean weight of students is 42. What the keyword here? The keyword is here. Median, sorry. The estimated median weight of the student is 42. What is median? Median is the value or the position, the middle position value. So now you have 60. You have now the number of students, you have 60. Which is the student in the center? Okay, you have 60. You have number 1 standing until 60 students in a row. So who is the one that's sitting in the center? So the 60 you divided into 2 equal parts. Who will be at the center? Who will be at the center? What value or what number? Which number of students that will be at the center? Anyone? 60 divided by 2 half. What do you get? Yes, 30. So 30 is here. Right? 30 is here. So you are going to bring a straight line, go in. Bring in the straight line, go in, and you check the value. What is this value? Okay? The arrow pointed at the point, the midpoint between 39.5 and 44.5. So you get your calculator very fast. 44.5 plus your 39.5. You divide it by 2. Okay, you will get 42. When you get 42 means that the first information is correct. Okay, the first information is correct. This is correct. Right. Okay, nah? This is correct. Then we go to the B. We go to B. What B says? Okay, B says that the model class of the group data is 40 to 44. Okay, now for this question, you need to understand what do you mean by model class? What do you mean by model class? Can anybody tell me what model class is? Maybe model class in English, they don't really give you tips. Then you go for the BM. Class mode, the word here, mode. Okay, mode. How you define mode? Mode is the data or the value with the highest frequency. Right? So now you can see underneath, I already have a table. Selang class and kekerapan. Okay, the class interval and the frequency. So for Selang class, you can see that I'm coming up with my limit 30 to 34 from here. From here. Okay, my Selang class. Then after that, followed by, this is 5. I take it from here, 5. Then after that, from 35 to 39, the second bar. The second bar, 20. 20 is included the 5. So when I need to take away 5, that's why I have it as 15. Right? Will that be okay? Then after that, I continue. Just continue. It's a repetition. Ulangan sahaja. It keep on repeat. Then fill up the data. Okay. You get all this. And the total here, you should get 60 because that will be the total of number of students in your survey. Now, then you go for the model class. What is model class? Okay, the class with the highest frequency. So in this data, not including 60, yeah, please. I go and highlight the 60 for what? Okay, in this. Okay, in this that I circle, which value is the highest or the biggest? In the red circle, which is the highest? 40, yes. So 20 is the highest frequency. So this is your model class. So you check the answer. Is it the same? Is it the same? It's the same. So means that this is also true. This is also true. Then A and B is not our answer. I go to C. The number of students in this group is 238. Do you agree? You agree or not? The total number of students in this observation is 238. No. So how many it should be? How many it should be? Yes, it should be 60. Wait, let me check one first. Go back. Okay. C. Now, if let's say I bring you back. Okay, now I bring you back to this question. So this is the question given. It says that this diagram shows an object of a group of students. They never tell you of how many. You yourself need to see from the question, from the diagram, it is 60. The number of students given or involved in this observation, in this survey is only 60, not 238. So your answer will be C. Do you agree your answer will be C? C is wrong. C is not right. Then how about D? Okay, how about D? How about D? The number of students whose weight more than 45 kilo, 44.5 kilo is 20 students. More than 44.5. More than means here, more than 44.5 means that this part, the blue one. Is it 20 of them where their weights are more than 44.5? So what do you think? Yes or no? Is this true? Yes or no? No answer. Yes. So see, if let's say you check on this, then A, B, D are the correct information from the graph. Only C which is wrong. Right? But if let's say teacher, when I read A, B, C, D, I already got to know that 238 is wrong. Do I need to do all this? You just highlight it first. Okay. If let's say you already confirm C is the answer, you highlight because you can save lots of time instead of you go to A, B, C, and D, check one by one. Just because now I'm doing the revision with you. That's why I'm checking one by one with you. If you can detect C as your answer, straight away choose that answer, save your time. Right? Would that be okay? But please make sure that in this question, why do I explain my A, B, D to you? Because these are the words that you need in your paper 2 later to answer the graph of what topic is this? Statistics. Okay, under this statistics. Okay, C will be your answer. Let's continue to the next. Okay, this is also very interesting question. This is under statistics. This is much easier compared to just now. Just now, that question, lots of words. Table 2 shows a cumulative frequency table of the t-shirt sizes of students in a class. The t-shirt size given to you as S, M, L, XL, and XXL. The cumulative, the keyword here is cumulative. Highlight the keyword here. The cumulative. Kekerapan longgokan. It's already longo, it's already put together. Right? So S is 2. M means that when you say cumulative means that the S and M added up, you get 18. Right? A number of t-shirts of new students are added into the data. Okay. This is the data earlier given to you. Then after that, a number of t-shirts of new students added into the data. The new mode of t-shirt is L. This is after the incident happened. Okay, determine the minimum number of the new students. So, in order to answer this question, I will say that this is under, I will say that below intermediate, aras yang rendah, sederhana rendah sedikit, or hot question. Why this question never tell you the original or the earlier mode? Okay, the earlier mode, they never tell you. So in this question, the hidden message is you need to determine what is the original. Before the new data added, what is the original mode, right? You need to know that. Then only you will be able to find the minimum number of new students added. Okay, now I'm fine. If you don't understand what I said, just follow my explanation in this question. So what I need to do, because of cumulative frequency, I cannot determine. In order for you to determine mode, we don't refer to cumulative frequency. It must be frequency. So I need to make a column of frequency. Okay, let's continue with this. I need to make a column of frequency. S is 2. M will be 16. Right? L will be 28, take away 18, will be 10. XL will be 33, take away 28, which is 5. And XXL will be 3, which is 36, take away 33. Okay, you take away the bigger one, you take all the front part, then it will be the data of that. So the earlier, before the new data added in, it was 16. Okay, the mode was M. The mode was M before the new data added. So now new data comes in. L become the mode. L become the mode now. So the question asks, what is the minimum number of new students? What will be your answer? What your answer will be? Yes. Can it be 8? Can D can D 8 be my answer? No. Why? Because if I put 8 into it, 8 means it's still the highest. So L is still the mode. Why not 8? Yes. So go to the keyword minimum. And this question might be asked in paper 2, asking you for the minimum. So it can be 7, it can be 8, can be 9, can be 10, and so on and so forth. Continue. But the minimum should be 7. Can it be 6? Can it be 6? No. Why not? Why not? You check the data. If let's say 10 plus 6, I'll be having 16. And L is 16, M is also 16. Means that it's no longer L be the mode. L and M will be the mode. Means that it doesn't suit the question asked. Right? Okay, very good. Means that this question also no problem. Remember, for you to identify your mode, you have to go for frequency, not cumulative frequency. Okay, then we continue with, okay, this is the answer. C is the answer. Okay, this. And this question, right, I just want to tell you a little bit of tips on how to answer rather than the cepat way lah, that they would say the take away one. Okay, whatever, you just listen to my explanation. Diagram 7 shows the right prism. Okay, with an isosceles triangle. They tell you the keyword here is isosceles triangle. VWX, refer to the diagram. VWX is the one that under the surface, okay, at the bottom, as the horizontal base, okay, the base. P and Q are midpoints of RS and VW. P and Q, the midpoint of RS, the midpoint of VW, okay, respectively. Name the angle between the plane RSX and the base VWX. This is the question. They want you to name the plane. How do you do this question? If you could follow this one, then you will be good, because this is the concept. All right. So now what do I do? Okay, go for this one. I need to name the angle between plane and plane. So what do you do in the first place? You identify the plane. RSX. You identify the plane in the first place. Then identify the second plane, which is VWX. Okay. So what is your next step? By referring to the diagram, I can see that X is the intersecting point of the two planes. But how am I going to solve this question? That every time students having problem. So what do you need to do for this case? You need to get the net. Okay, you need to get the bentangan. You see how I do? I buka. The plane is like that. Okay, you can see that the plane is like that. Now what I do? I open it up. I flatten it. Okay, I flatten my diagram so that you can see. So now you can see that X is the intersecting point of the two planes. And remember, to get the angle, it must make a 90 degree. So 90 degree means that from here, you can see that it go to the right and it go to the left. Right? Because if let's say there's a straight line here, this will be a 90 degree, this will be a 90 degree. So then you mark into the diagram. After you have the net, you identify the 90 degree, you place it back, refer to the original diagram, you draw the line. Okay, after drawing the line, where is the angle? The two lines that meet will be the angle. So will be at X. So what's your answer? Your answer will be, choose which one is your answer. See whether you choose correctly or not. Which one is your answer? No answer yet. A, yes, very good. Huixing. Right, you got it as the answer as, because of this, wait a minute, okay. Of this question is a bit tricky. Lots of alphabet. In exam, you might be very tired, right? Due to no movement. So you must make sure that you are alert to the letter. Check PXQ, then check PXQ. Tick letter by letter. Right? That will be the question of angle between plane and plane. Okay, now I go to Earth. Okay, to the Earth surface, Earth as a sphere. Diagram 9, sorry, in diagram 10, N is the North Pole and S is the South Pole, and NOS is the axis of the Earth. Okay, fine. Then, given the location of point R is 40 degree N and 0 degree. What 40 degree N? 40 degree N means that 40 degree north on the second half, upper half of the globe or of the Earth. 0 degree means what? What is this 0 degree meant that you understand? What is this 0 degree? You don't see east, you don't see west. Means that is our meridian Greenwich. Okay, where it is a starting point. You go to the east, you go to the west, right? Find the longitude of point Q. They want to know what is the longitude of point Q. So how do you do this question? Knowing that this is 0 degree, moving to here. What is the degree? Right? What is the degree here? Okay. How do you solve this question? So if you are taking 180 minus 37, the answer 134 is there for you to choose. Right. If you are taking 180, you minus 62. Okay. The 118 is there also for you to choose to trap you. This question is very simple, but if you misunderstood, you will not be able to solve. So how am I going to make sure that I can get this question easily score? So what I do here is, this is 0. As I told you, that 0 degree means that is the meridian Greenwich. So what I do, I need to look for the longitude of Q. So you look into my diagram. Okay. Now what I do, I chop off my Earth. This is the globe. Just now, this is the globe. This is my globe. Okay, wait. I take my little duck here. This is my globe. What I do, I chop it off. Then I present to you that you can see in 2 dimensions. So when this is in 2 dimensions, what do you see? Okay, you can see that this is a straight line. The red color is a straight line. Okay, by having this one as a straight line, by having this as a straight line, you will be able to get this angle. What this angle will be? Okay, let's say, okay, I label this one as X. What your angle of X will be? Get your calculator, press your calculator now. Do this one as, yes, this is 81. Right. So when you get this one as 81, what your answer will be? What will be your answer? Okay, this is your choices. Which one will be your answer? Yes. Do you think? Easy or not? But if you fail, you get 180 minus either 37 or you minus either your 62, C and D will trap you. You get the wrong answer. All right? Why 53? 190 degree. 90 degree take away 37. You get 53. Simply like, you just go and get your 180 lah, 190 degree lah, plus minus. Then you got it wrong. Right? But if I set this question, for sure, I'm going to set one of my choice for you to trap you as 81 degree of west. So some of you will give the answer as west, then salah. Because which one is to east? Which one is to east? East is to the right. West is to the left. Right. Okay, now, can you follow so far? Earth is actually very easy. I have question. Okay, before I continue, did you drop Earth as a sphere? Did you do exercise on this topic? You drop this topic or you do revision on this topic? Did you? Respond to me a bit. This topic you cannot drop because this topic, question of objective. They are question of objective. If you drop, then you may not be able to score already. Okay, come respond to me a bit. Did you do revision in this topic or not? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, good. Right? Only Wing Sing. The rest, semua drop. Okay, Sing Hui say yes. Okay, good. Good. Okay, now another question. Okay, for this question, I'm not going to explain anything. Just try. You try your own self. So tell me what your answer will be. Can you see the question? I believe that you can, right? Okay. Give me your answer. See how fast you can get this. Time is running. 30 seconds already. C will be your answer. Good. Right. How to make sure that you score this one? Okay, see how am I going to show you. You read for the information. P is a point on the surface of the earth, right? Then Q is 80 degree to the south of point P. South means that going down, selatan, right? And they want to know the location of point Q. Q, where is Q? This is very easy. So what do? Try to open up the globe as your map. Okay, as you belajar, as you study your geography, you open it, the flat map. Okay, the map that it is flat. So label as 40 degree north and 40 degree west. Why is that? Because the question given to you in the diagram, 40, 40, right? So then it says that Q is the point to the south of P. To the south means that going down. Going down how many? 3, 4, 5, 6. Going down 60 degree. So then your answer will be C. 20 degrees south, 40 degree east. East and west it doesn't move from the longitude. It's still the same. Okay, only latitude it go down. From north it go down to south. Right. So for you to solve this question, I will say that you have the map, you have the globe, which is round. Then this is meridian greenish. You open it up. Okay, then you draw as what I drew as the plane. Then it will help you to see better. Right? Instead of round, you cannot stop because we cannot see the 180 degree at the back. So we open it up. So 0 is here, 180 is here, right, to your west. And then 0 is here, and then 180 is here to your east. Right? So west, east. Which one is your, this one is your east. This one is your west, the balik. Right? Because the reflect of the screen of the camera. Okay, now this question. This question is also very easy. Read for the diagram. The question. The bearing of P from Q is 36 degree. And remember, if you're answering bearing in paper 2, bearing should be in 3 digits. 0, 3, 6 degree. You cannot just tell. You cannot tell bearing which is 36 degree. No, you are wrong. It should be 0, 3, 6. Then when it's 3 digit, 140. Yes, correct. You don't have to add in 0, 140. Then you are wrong, because 360 is only for 3 digits. Okay. So and the bearing of R from Q is 142. We have 3 points. P, Q, R. P, the point of P refer from Q. The point of R also refer from Q. So what I do, I'm going to sketch my diagram. Okay. They ask you, which of the following shows the location of P, Q, R? So what I do from the information, don't choose straight away from the answer. Try to sketch your own diagram. Okay, I have my point of Q. Now I want to draw the bearing of P from Q. I must have my compass. 36 degree. 36036 means that it's from the north going to the west, to the east. So 36 degree, which is P. So this diagram refers to the first part. Bearing of P from Q is 36 degree. So this diagram, this diagram refer to this. Right. So when you see this, straight away, what you can do, you can throw away your answer D, because P is located on the west, which is wrong. P from the information should be on the east, right? So C is also wrong. Now you have A and B to choose. So A and B to choose, you cannot choose just like that. You have to refer to the second part. R, the bearing of R from Q is 142. So where is your R? Okay, let me take away this one. Okay, where's my R? Okay, my R is, okay, this is also wrong. Okay, so then R, because of it, if let's say for this part, if let's say I don't want to go A and B, check the 36, and the answer of B is 54. Okay, which is also wrong. Then left your answer as A. Actually, this is very easy, right? It's very easy for you to score also. So now you want to confirm your answer. You draw your bearing of R, which is 142 from Q. So when it's 142, what is the angle of this? You should be able to get what is the angle of this. So 142, take away your 36. You get it of 106. The total angle here is 106, which is equivalent to this 106. Means that A will be your answer. Okay, A will be your answer. Right? So for objective, it shouldn't be a problem. Don't get panic. Okay, the minute you get panic, all the information, all the knowledge in here is not in order, then you will not be able to answer. If let's say you get panic, what do? Take a deep breath. Okay, tarik nafas, 深呼吸, tahan for 2 seconds, stop it for 2 seconds, then blow it out. Then read again the question, right? Or you may rub your hand when you are having your paper too. You may rub your hand, make until your hand is a bit warm, hot, then put it on your face. Okay, or you rub your ear loop, okay, to make you alert, because your paper two, okay, your paper two is still in the morning, right? But if let's say, that's why I encourage you to wake up early in the morning since last year during our session. Don't wake up late, otherwise you tend to fall asleep. This is another question of varies. Okay, the bearing, I'm not in question 12. Okay, the distance as traveled by a motor varies directly with the square of speed. This question is very technical, solving only, not much. And inversely with the acceleration A, given S equals to 1000, V equals to 20, and A equals to 0.2 meter squared, meter per square lah. Okay, meter per second squared. Right. Okay, calculate the value of A when S is, okay, this is the information. This will be the information. What information is this? For you to get the value of K, this is the question. Okay, the second part will be the question. Then the question you answer, it should be here for you to choose. Right. So what do? Okay, let's see. These are the information just now that I read to you. So what I do now, okay, S. Okay, it varies directly with the square of V. Okay, square of V. So what I do, then it says that inversely with A. So with this information, what can I do? As I read the first part, directly, varies directly of V squared. Okay, I should have S varies directly of V squared. You read the information, you should be able to get this. Then after that, the secondly, it says that the S, okay, the S, it says that inversely, okay, varies inversely with acceleration A. Okay, this will be the second part. Then after that, what do? You bring them together. So it should be written as S varies V squared over A. Okay, the varies here sign should change into K. Change into K. So when you change into K, you just sub the value, the 1000, the 20, the 0.2, sub into it to get the value of K. Your K is 1 over 2. Okay, very simple. When K is 1 over 2, what do? When K is 1 over 2, sub into here. This is a normal, this is very technical, nothing much, right? So then only you sub the question's value into this equation. Okay, so S is 1005, V is 25. Then the question asks you for the value of A. Press calculator. When you press calculator, this will be your answer. Then you check from A, B, C, D. Which one will be your answer? The question never asks you to round off. So then you have to use your judging already, your mental judging. So which one is your answer? Anyone? What is the value of, what's the answer for this question? This is very technical. This question very technical. You will not get the, in this paper, there are 2 questions that the value, the answer given is not as what you say, as what you see 0.20383, but it's already rounded off. So the answer here should be C, 0.21, which is very near to 0.2083, right? So then we continue. This is also very interesting question. Okay, when you say that this is hot, I will say that this is hot question, but it is very easy. It's easy. This question is easy. What is so complicated? A lots of words and the diagram. Okay, diagram 17 shows a wall plaster. Okay, a wall plaster with various mosaics on the same size, of the same size. How many patterns of mosaics should be replaced by unpatterned mosaics so that the probability of choosing an unpatterned mosaics is 1 over 4? It's quite complicating, the answer. So then the diagram also very confusing. So during this one, when you want to do your question, you have to take a deep breath. This is testing your patience, right? So what do? After reading the question, okay, this is what I need to know, how many patterns are there. So I highlight. You may use your pencil to highlight. Okay, I can see that I got 2 green. Okay, then I highlight the one with the same pattern. I label it as blue color. I see 2 pieces. Then after that, I highlight with the pattern with the star. So here I have 6 pieces. Then the dotted one, I got 5 pieces of this. Then I highlight with the straight line. I got 2 pieces of this. Then the no pattern one, I got 3. Right? So this is the patient part. You must be patient enough to check on this. Right? So what happened here? Next. Okay, this all together, I have it as 20. The total mosaics involved here are 20. The sample space is 20. So what happened? So now the question, how many patterns mosaics should be replaced by unpatterned, okay, mosaic, so that the probability of choosing unpatterned mosaic is 1 over 4. So now we are talking about probability. The question here, we are talking about probability. Okay. So now the question says the unpatterned one. They want the unpatterned mosaic. Okay, jubin yang tidak keping jubin yang tidak bercorak. Tidak bercorak means what? Which one is tidak bercorak? Your language. Which one is jubin yang tidak bercorak? This is the one yang tidak bercorak. If let's say you don't understand jubin tidak bercorak, then it won't help you also. So right? So then I put here. This is the information. This is the question. So the jubin tidak bercorak, the formula. Why am I doing this? I replace this one by using the formula PA equals to NA over NS. A, what is the peristiwa? What is the event? What is the event? The event is now we are talking about tidak bercorak. Okay, so now tidak bercorak, what happened here? This is the earlier information that I have it as 20. Don't forget that is the one that going to help you to solve. So now the probability given to you as tidak bercorak, they want it as 1/4. Okay, replace the probability of unpatterned with 1/4. The number of unpatterned you do not know. You leave it as an algebraic over the sample space, which is 20. Then you will get the number, okay, or the numbers of unpatterned mosaics, which is 20 divided by 4. You solve it by cross multiplying, you get it as 5. Okay, you get it as 5. So how many? What's the question says? How many pattern mosaics should be replaced? How many? So which one is your answer? This question is quite tricky, you know. It's simple, but the answer for you to choose is quite tricky. Can you please tell me which one is your answer? This is to test your understanding. 2. So do any one of you choose 5 as your answer? Why you choose 2? So why do you choose 2? Because they want the probability of 1/4, right? Earlier you have 3 pieces. Yes, very good. You already got 3. So the question is asking you how many pattern mosaics should be replaced. So you should replace 2 in order to get 5, because earlier got 3 already. So you need to replace with another 2. Okay, so your answer should be donkey. So for those who never read properly and understanding the question right, you will choose definite A as your answer. Because your answer and the unpatterned is 5. So you're going to choose, oh, my 5 is there, ABC for me, oh, my 5. So you are going to pick this as your answer. So when you pick this one, means that you don't really answer to this, the question asked. It's not that you do not know how to solve. You are not paying attention to the question asked. That is the problem. Okay, this is also one very technical, I would say technical question also. Involve calculation. Okay, a cylinder with radius of 2.1 is taken out from a solid cuboid with the length of 6.8 cm, the width of 5.9 cm, and the height of 4.7 cm. The cylinder has the same height as the cuboid. Calculate the volume in cm of the remaining solid. So this is very technical. Okay, you read the question, you need to understand. So what can I do now? If you are reading this, I crop the BM version. Okay, if you are reading this question, in order for you to solve this correctly in a very fast mode, what do? You label the diagram. Okay, you label the diagram. The width, the length, and the height. And one cylinder is taken out, and the cylinder should have the same height as the cuboid. Okay, what is the radius given? The radius is given to you as 2.1 cm. Okay, radius is 2.1 cm. So what formula is involved here? 2 formula. The volume of cuboid and the volume of cylinder. 2 only. Then sub into the formula, sub the numbers into the formula and get it done. So it's up to you whether you want to go for the volume of cylinder or you want to go for the volume of cuboid. Okay, volume of cuboid. So the base, the base area of the base times the height. So you get this. Then volume of the cylinder, you get half R squared H, the formula. Still using the formula, sub the correct value into the formula. Then what happened to this? Yang tinggal, the remainder will be the V cuboid minus the V cylinder. You get this answer. See again, the answer that you get will not be the actual answer in the A, B, C, D. So which answer that you want to choose for this question? Which answer? This is also another one. So see, look into it properly. So your answer should be no answer from you. Or don't want to answer. One, two, three will be your answer. Yes. Okay. Wing Sing, very good. So 323. Remember, this might be a trend for your objective paper, that the answer that you get might not be the accurate answer, might not be the exact answer in your ABCD. So you may think that you are wrong. Just check again. See, sometimes the question is rounded off. The answer is rounded off, but the question did not tell you. So then you have to check whether your calculation is correct or wrong. Right? This is also another style of forming the question. Okay, now we go to paper 2. Now we are in paper 2. Before I proceed to paper 2, do you have any question that you want to ask, or any topic of paper 2 question they want to ask? Or you want me to share my knowledge with you on paper 2? Or else I'll be talking alone only, not suit what you need. Any topics? Speed time graph. Okay, Liao says speed time graph. Then other than that, if you're because what's the time now? It's already 4:18. Speed time graph, Earth. Okay, so if let's say speed time graph and Earth, how about your plan and elevation? I think I'll just keep to these few questions for me to explain. Wait, take my paper first. I just want to see where is my question. Okay, before I go to my speed time graph, I would like to share with you one of the questions here. Okay, I'll go very fast. I'm not going to explain this one. If I guide you this one, how to key in this one, you may check this one in my YouTube. I think I have this one in my YouTube. I'm not going to spend time in this. Okay, I want to share with you this question, right? To save your time in solving. Okay, so this one I'm having BM version only. I'm so sorry for this. I only have BM version. But it's okay, I'll translate for you, no, not a problem. This one is, okay, diagram 6 shows a circle of A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, and P, Q, R, S, one small circle and one big circle with a center of O, right? Given OA is 14, the small radius is 14, and PA is equals to AO, means that OP is double of OA, right? So then the question asks you, by using pi as 22/7, you are asked to evaluate perimeter in cm, the shaded region, and B is the area of squared cm in the shaded region. So for you to answer this question in a very fast mode, I just want to share the tips with you only to save your time, right? Even though for this question, part 2, you may spend 1.5, 6 times 1.5 is about 9 minutes, but you should spend less than this. Okay, so you want to look for the perimeter. The first tips is to draw the region, is to draw the line first, right? So what you do, perimeter, first of all, for sure, you need to understand what is perimeter. Don't tell me perimeter pun tak tahu how to answer. Right? Perimeter means that it's the outer line. So you draw the outer line. Okay, 14, this is information. Okay, you draw the outer line. You see, can you see? The green color that I shaded is the line. The green color line is the one that touches the shaded region. Right? Then after that, what I have the red circle. Red circle which cover 270 degree. Then after that, I have this blue line. I have this blue line. Okay, I need to evaluate these 3 lines only to add up. So I go for my circle. Circle, what is the formula that you use to get the perimeter of a circle? So it's 2 pi r. 2 pi r. What is the r? R is 14 for the green circle. So you'll get this, 88. Then after that, you go for the 3/4 of a circle, the red line. So again, the perimeter is 270 degree divided by 360 degree times 2 pi r. Now your r, instead of 14, now it is 28 because of OP, no longer OA. That's why you need to have the 14 and 14 in the diagram. 14 of OA and 14 of AP, so that you can see that OP is 28. If you get the value wrong here, means that holding off already. So you press a calculator, you get this answer. Then the blue color, it is 28 plus 28. So you add up everything, you get the perimeter. Very simple as that. Okay, now? So this is the tricks. This is the tricks that you can save your time. Even though it looks quite complicated, you highlight the region, the side of the region. See what you can see to get the line. Okay, now the area. Now to get the area, what happened? So you can see that this region, okay, the one that I highlighted in red, the quadrant, is repeated over here, So I need to settle this one. Then I multiply with 3. So 1 is here, 2 is here, 3. Done with this. Then I need to add up with this. You have to plan your strategy. Planning is very important. So what I do now, okay, you can see that I'm solving this. In order to get the shaded region of the quadrant just now, I get my quadrant, the area of the quadrant, I take away the green color. So this is your planning. So now you work it out. Okay, the shaded region is the sector of OQR, the big sector, the red color just now. Then take away the green color. So what I do? Sub into the formula. 90 degree or 1 over 4. 1 over 4 pi r squared. Your r is 28. Then take away 1 over 4 pi r squared. Your r now is 14 for the green region. So you get the answer. Okay, so you get the answer of this, what 462. And the 462, how many times it repeat? It repeated 3 times. So 462, you times 3. Done with the outer. Then you add up with the green color region, because the gray color region is similar to the green color region. See that? Now it's the same. So it is the same. So what do? The 1386, you add up with 154, you get your answer. As simple as that. You are not going to waste a lot of time in identifying which is which one, the big one, take away the small one. This is the strategy. This is the tricks that help you to solve this question easily. Okay, now we go to the graph of speed time graph. Remember your graph, you have 2. One is speed time graph. One is speed time graph, and another one, it will be your distance time graph. Distance time graph. Okay, distance time graph. So what's the difference between this speed time graph and distance time graph? Okay, I can have the same diagram where here, here, and here, but different title. Okay, I highlight this one, highlight this one, highlighter, blue color. Having the same shape of graph, right? When distance, what does it mean by distance for this graph? This is time. Okay, and here I take pen. For this is time. Let's say this is 5 and this is t. And this is 20. This distance. What does it mean? At zero time, this fella is here. Let's say I put a figure, let's say this is 3. Right. And at a certain, let's say this is of 2 seconds later. 2 seconds later, I am here. 5 seconds, I am here. This is distance. Okay, what is this? When you have this distance, let's say here I have this one as 10 kilometer. Maybe this one is as meter. 10 meter, 10 meter. What is this indicating? What is this indicating? From this to this period, from this to this period, let's say I replace the t with a figure which is 8 seconds. Okay, within the 3 seconds here, what happened to the distance? The distance remain, means that this fella stop at 10 meter for 3 seconds, no movement. This is distance. Then after that, what happened? going back. This fella going back, going backward. As time, you from point A you move to point B, you stop there for 3 seconds, then from point B you go back, passing by point A, and then now you go back home. This is what it refers to. But when we are referring to the graph of this speed, when we are referring to the graph of speed here, right? What is this telling you? This is acceleration. There is a speeding. Why speeding? Because acceleration, the formula of acceleration, A is the speed over time. Okay, the speed over the time. Okay, the speed you bahagi dengan masa. That's why you get your unit as meter per second right? So for this indicating speed, speeding. Okay, speeding means the acceleration, speeding. Speed and speeding different. Speed is the halaju. Speeding means that there is acceleration. Okay, 快速. Okay, now for this, what is this indicating? No, for this, just now we say no movement, or it is resting, or we say it stop. Okay, but for this case, what is this? This moving, this is moving. How it moves? With the same speed. Can you make the difference here? Okay, so then for this part, what happened? It's the retardation. Okay, the speeding is going down from 100 to 90 to 80 to 70, speeding down. It's just like the LRT. Okay, you are in the train. Okay, the first part is the LRT moving from the station. And this part is LRT is here now. It want to stop at the station. So the pressing the brake. So it go down. Right? For this part, you will get your speed, because speed is equals to the distance over time. Okay, speed. So for this part is speed. For this part is acceleration. So for speed graph, you have two types of graph. One is speed time graph. One is distance time graph. Pay attention to the keyword, to the graph before you start solving. Otherwise, then it will not help you. Right? Erase all the slide. Okay. Now let's continue with this question. This question was discussed just now, early in the morning. Okay. They want to know the halaju seragam. Okay, the uniform speed. So which one is the uniform speed that you think? Okay, it's the graph or speed time graph. This is a graph of speed time for a lorry within 20 seconds. Okay, so now the question asks you for the uniform speed. So which one is the uniform speed? Which one is the uniform speed? Anyone? Uniform speed? 16. Still remember just now I told you that just now I told you at this part is moving, but with the same speed. Time is running, but the speed remain. So so it means that you have to understand what is uniform speed. Laju seragam. So your answer should be, okay, 16 meter per second. So this is very simple. What makes you so simple? The title of the graph. Don't simply memorize the graph without the title. It will not help you. When you want to memorize the shape of the graph, You want to memorize this one? You want to memorize? Okay, wait, wait, give me what some time. Okay. Sorry. You want to memorize this one? You want to memorize the shape of the graph of this. Don't memorize this without this, because you have two types. Just now I show you. Remember, just now I show you with the same graph, with the same shape, but different definition, right? Okay, so please bear in mind. Then this is 16 of the answer. Then the second one, what is the changes of speed in meter? Look, refer to the unit given here. Okay, meter per second in the first 5 seconds. In the first 5 seconds here. First 5 is here. First 5. This is the first 5. First 5 seconds. Okay, what is the changes speed? What is this unit refer to? This unit is referring to acceleration. Okay, what is the formula of acceleration? What is the formula of acceleration? The final speed minus the initial. The present one, now it's here, present. Okay, so it should be, the formula should be 16 minus 7 divided by the time. How do you know? Because this is speed time. This is the graph. And for the perubahan laju, the changes in speed will be your acceleration, means that the final speed minus the initial speed over the time. Right? So the changes. What is this? The changes in speed. Okay, I will say that this is the changes in speed. Changes in speed. And how do you get the changes in speed? It should be the final minus the initial. Okay, so you'll get this as your answer, 1.8 meter per second. Yeah, the unit here I put wrongly, 1.8 meter per second right? Okay, so next, ask you to evaluate the t if the distance in the that jika jarak yang dilalui dalam 15 saat terakhir ialah 160 meter. Okay, if the distance travel in the last 15 seconds is 160 meter. The last 15 seconds. So the last 15 seconds is here. Last 15 seconds. So 20 here. Okay, the last 15 seconds. The last 15 seconds. So this is the last 15. Because total, you have 20. The last 15, you take away the front 5. So the left will be the last 15. So the distance traveled is 160. This is graph of speed time. Graph of speed time. Speed, the unit is meter per second. The time, the unit is second. Right. So the area is the length times the width. Let's say this is my length, okay, which is my S, times with my width. This is my width, which is my meter per second. So cancel it off. So it will be meter. Meter, what this area means that it's the distance traveled. Distance traveled, because the unit given to me is refer to distance. Means that if let's say you are very confused, okay, then you memorize as for speed time graph, area for speed time graph, the area for this graph, they will give you the distance. Okay, the area. The area means that, okay, you may draw it as a square, the area. Okay, don't memorize, just say area. What is the title here? But for distance time graph, there is no area. Do not look for area under this graph. The other. Okay, no area under distant time graph. Don't memorize only without referring to this. Right? Okay, good. Now let's continue. So what I do, I understand this and I got to know that, oh, it's actually the area. So this is the shape of trapezium. Okay, the trapezium. So then what I do, the distance traveled is 160. I've sub into the area of trapezium. Okay, area of trapezium is half the length. Which are the two parallel lines? This is the two. So this is 16. Okay. So this is 20. This is 15. And this is t minus 5. So they can see that in this bracket, this is t minus 5 plus 15, the two parallel line that you add up, and this is the height, which is 16, right? Then you multiply, then you solve it, right? You solve this one, the first one, you solve this one. Simple. This is, once you get the formula correct, then the rest will be technical. Okay, then you get this one. Solve this one, you get 8. You solve this one, you get 8. You solve this one, you get this one. Simplify. Then 8, you divided 160 by 8, you get 20. Then t is equals to 10 seconds. Done. 4 lines only with what you understand, right? So this will be the question of graph. Please remember there are 2 types of graph. After this, open up to your speed time area under the graph. Refer to these 2 types graph. If you need any help, then you can PM me anytime, right? So then I go to plan and elevation. So for this case, how are you going to score? Remember, if you're running out of time, at least you get your sketching. Sketching will help you to get 1 mark there. Okay, at least you do your sketching. How to make sure they get the sketching? You read the information. I just want to show you the tricks, how to get this one right. This diagram from X, you are going to check, you are going to, okay, this is the information. Then, okay, they ask you to draw in full scale the elevation, the vertical elevation from parallel with CI from X. So what do you do? Okay, now please check this one. You are standing in X. You are standing here. You are standing here. Okay, it's something like you are trying to push. So your first part, you touch the green color. Then you try to push it in again. Push it in. Push the green color in. Push it in slowly. Then you will meet with the higher wall. Okay, higher wall. So then what do? Not good enough because you have another prism at the back. Push it all, touch with take the whole wall, the higher wall now. Push it to the back. Push it to the back. Bring together. Then you can see there is a 1 extra line. Right? So then from this, what do? You label. You label. See where you bring from. Okay, from here. Okay, you can see that from here. And this one, bring like every single line from here. Okay, from here. Then from here. Label. Okay, I'm going to take away this one. This is what I draw for you just now, right? Okay. So DE. Then after that, my CBA, you can see. Okay, L. Then JK. And then HIHG. They get this. This is, the drawing of this is in 3 dimensions. You have to get this 3 dimensions put directly onto you in 2 dimensions. Just now it was 3 in 3 dimensions. You push all the way in 3 dimensions. You have to bring it direct to you. Just now you push it in this side. So that's why you can see only a little bit. So now you have to push it in 2 dimensions for you to see. So now what you do? Bring it right in front. Remain the same. Label. Okay, by sketching this, you should get marks for this. Okay. After sketching this, then only you draw. Don't draw and try to check. Spend a few seconds to see the dimension in 3 in the yellow color, in this yellow color. Get this one. Then try to form it in 2 dimensions. Get the label. Why the label? Then you may say, teacher, why some say that labeling is not important? Labeling is not a must in the answer script, but labeling is very important for you to identify the length of the side. Okay, for example, I want to know the length of this. So what I check on D. D underneath is C. So in the diagram, I check my C and D. Where is my C and D? C and D will give me, which is 6 cm. Okay, labeling the side is not important in scoring for you to get marks. It's not important because marks are not given for the label, but labeling is important for you to identify the length. Without the labeling, you might not be able to get the length correctly. You might miss out somehow, right? So this is one of the question, and this is another one. So this question says that from the earlier diagram, one part of this has been removed. They remove this, they take away this. Okay, this is the normal question as you are doing your practice. Now what happened? So it says that dikeluarkan have been removed. So now the question says you have to see from Y. Where is Y? Y is behind here. Behind. This is the book. Right? You see from here. What is here? This is 2010. This is only this. This is this. You can see the difference. So you are seeing from here. You are seeing from here. So then you have to you need to be able to push the diagram. Or you follow this. I am standing at Y. First of all, what do I see? I see, oh, sorry. This question is not from Y first. This question asks you to look for the plan. I'm so sorry. Look for the plan. Okay, plan. This fella don't come up first. Plan, what is plan? Plan is you look something, it's just like a drone. You know the drone that flying in the sky, that look downward? Okay, the satellite looking downward. So what do you see? You will see this on top. So what do? Again, you push it all the way down. Okay, these are the surface that you see. So you push all the way down. You see the blue that be flattened on the ground. And the second piece of green color, push it all the way down. You see, and now the green color. Okay, push it down. Okay, push it down slowly, side to side. Then you see this. This again is in 3 dimensions. Okay, this again in 3 dimensions. So what do? You bring, now it's flat, lying flatting. So what do? You bring it up, make it stand. So when you make it stand, it will be like this, right? So what do you see? You see the label. You may label here, label on the ground first, J and I, whatever. So anyhow, you will see this one when it stand. This one when it stand, you can see that this is at the back. Okay, I bring another color. Okay, this is at the back that you can see that is here. These 2 pieces will be here. Then having this one, then what do? Okay, after this, you label A. Label the base will be the easiest. Okay, from A, you go to B. B, from top, you can see FSB. FSB, going all the way down. Okay, then B. Then you want to label C. What is from C? MC. Okay, you want to label this one and continue, go on and label all the sides. See which one you see first. There is no rule that which one should come first. It's up to you. So you label, finished. And then you go and see. From B to C. B to C is 3 cm. B to C is 3 cm. B to C is 3 cm. You check where is B and C. 3 cm. Then you label. So on and so forth for the rest. Let's say you want to know AB. What is the length? AB. A and B is here. So it will be 4 cm. So then in the diagram, you see C and I. C and I, C and I. So C and I, the whole thing is 5 cm. Right? So then, where is the 6 cm? I couldn't see the 6 cm. Why? Because it has been pressed down. Okay, then the height of 6 cm will not be able to see. So what is this and what is this? Back to the diagram, it says that a cube. So cube means that this will be 3 cm, this will be 2 cm. This is how you see. So when you get, this is sketching. Sketching, you know, just lakaran sahaja. Then when you get this correct, very quickly, get your ruler. Please make sure that you have 2 rulers. One ruler, where's my another ruler? I lost my another ruler, not here. Okay, one ruler here. Okay, then you have another ruler. Make another ruler to the side here. Another ruler, I don't have my ruler. Okay, another ruler to the side here. Then you can get your 90 degree. You can get your 90 degree easily. Or you draw, lengthen the line, get your protector, put your 90 degree, put a mark, draw your 90 degree to get this 90 degree, because we are checking on this 90 degree. We really put the tracing paper on your diagram to give you marks. Okay, so then, okay, I take away my diagram of this. So then you label. See, label. Very easy, simple. Once the labeling is done, then you draw. Need a little bit of your patience. No patience, no story. Okay, now, then this is the one that we want to draw the flank at the elevation from here. You are standing here, right? So what happened here? You see this. Then you push all the way from here that you cannot see from behind. You push all the way in. Push all the way in. Right? Then you will see this. Right? So then what happened? Now this is here like that. You need to put it flatten. Flatten means that this part will be on the left. Okay, but if let's say you are doing your diagram in this way, okay, follow this, you follow this. You see? Different. When you have this is wrong. Why is wrong? Because you are looking from here. You are seeing, you are viewing it from this side. This is viewing from this side. Okay, this is viewing from this side. This you view from here, you will get this, which is wrong. And this is a very common mistake done by students because they couldn't see from the back. So let me show you one more time how to get this one correct. Okay, go back. See, I'm standing at the back. So your first layer will be from the back. So what you do, you push all the way in. You push all the way in, push it in until you see the next layer. Okay, so this is the next layer. As you see the next layer, remember it is like this. You have to push. Okay, it is like this. Right, it is like this at the back. So you push all the way like that. You see from here, you have to push it, right? Then only you will get it right. If let's say you're having problem with this, I can give you some tips. Take an eraser. Okay, see from the back. Then turn and see. Okay, play a little tricks. From your eraser, you want to see from the back, you draw the diagram. Then you see from here, then you can see. Use your mind a bit lah, a thinking skill. So then because of SN is hidden, the line of SN is hidden, this line is hidden, so it should become dotted. Then again you label. Labeling is important for you to get the length. Okay, once this is done, then you start drawing. That is my advice. Get the sketching first. This question is very easy for you to score if you know the right tricks. You get the first surface, push all the way in. As you see, when the line is hidden, it will be dotted. Dotted line normally will appear in part C. But for this question, it's a bit tricky. If we don't see dotted line in this question, straight away 0. You get the sketching only, but the sketching with the dotted line. This question is quite dangerous that you will have lost the marks easily. Okay, you will lose your marks easily in this, especially for the dotted line, right? Okay, then we go to this question, Earth as a sphere. Okay, P, this one need a little bit of your patience. If you are tired, then go and take some water to drink first. My question again, this is in BM. I overlook. Never mind. So BM pun BM lah. You want to know the tricks only. Anyhow, the P, Q, and R is the same. Okay, the point of P, Q, V, and R are the 4 points on the surface of the Earth. R terletak ke arah selatan of P. R is located to the south of P. Means P is on top, R is at the bottom. PV is the diameter bumi. Okay, PV adalah diameter bumi, is the diameter of the Earth. They want you to nyatakan latitude of V. The question wants you to state what is the latitude of V. So where? So where is your V? To the west or to the east? Okay, that is the question. Latitude, sorry, the latitude is to the south or to the north. Okay, that one was longitude. Remember, for the west and east is longitude. Okay, see, I'm tired already. Okay, longitude. Okay, when it's longitude means that it's referred to the east or the west. Okay, when it is latitude, it is referring to the south of or the north, or south or north. Okay, south of north. So now for latitude, they want you to state whether V is on the north part or the south. So what do we do? For this question, you cannot run away from sketching the Earth. Okay, we try to sketch. So now what I do, I sketch my circle, then I sketch my axis of the Earth. Okay, then S, U, and S, U as north, S as south. Then I have the diameter, which represent the equator, and this is in 3 dimensions. You can see the arc, the continuous line arc is in front, the dotted line is at the back, so it makes a circle. Okay, then this is another circle. So this one, you should see this one as a ball, 3 dimension. So in this 3 dimension, what I have, I label my P. Where is my P just now? Okay, with the question of 25 north. Okay, I read you the question. P is located 25 north and 70 east. So this is 50 east, and this is Q. Q is 50 east, and P is 70 east. So you label the P and Q given from the question. This is important. Without labeling, you might not be able to score full mark, right? Because A, B, C, they are continuous, right? So now it says that V is one of the point and R is R. Okay. Now PV, the information just now given that PV is the diameter of the Earth. So the diameter of the Earth, R is located to the south of P. I label R, that you can see in the diagram. So now it's the diameter of the Earth. So you can see from P in front here going to the back. Okay, in front here going to the back, the diameter. So at the back, you can see that which is V. And this is quite difficult for me to see. You should know that diameter of the Earth will be half of the circle of the Earth, of the sphere. One ball, you cut half. That will be the diameter. All this will be the diameter of the Earth. Okay, this is a circle. This is the Earth. When I cut it off, this is the diameter. Okay, diameter. Okay, this one. Okay, so this is the Earth. Okay, Earth. Right, Earth. I cut it off. You can see this. So this is the diameter. This is the diameter. North, south is the diameter. Okay, what I do now, I'm going to shift my globe a little bit onto the side. Okay, you can see that. Now you can see that my 70 is here. Wait, I think blue. My 70 is here. Now has changed into here at the side. Why? I want to make sure that I can see my diameter clearly. Okay, this is very important. So now what is your latitude of V that you can tell me? What is the latitude of V? You can see that in this line, okay, you can see that here, this is the equator, which is your 0. From here to here is 25. and here to here will be also 25. Why? Due to opposite angle. So your answer appeared. Your answer is already there. So your answer should be 25 south. Okay? And how many marks of this? 2 marks. By having this, you already get your 2 marks. What is the keyword? The diameter of the earth. Okay, diameter of the earth. The diameter of the earth is the same length as the equator in the center. This line is equal to this. It's the same. Okay, diameter of the earth. Right. So then we continue to the second. Diberi bahawa jarak dari P ke R diukur sepanjang meridian ialah 2580 batu nautika. Hitung latitude R. Okay, so let's go for the diagram. So R, because I reshifted. So now from here, moving to here. Given that it was 2,500, 2,500, wait, I flip my paper first. 2,580. 2,580 nautical mark. Nautical mark. Right? So now, because it's on the great circle, PR is on the great circle. It's not along the latitude. Okay? Along the latitude, this is big equator. As you go up, it becomes smaller. Okay, so this PR is on the great circle. Great circle means that straight away you get the formula. Okay, get the formula of theta, the difference of angle multiplied with 60. And the distance given to us was 2,580, just sub. Then you'll get the angle. You get the angle as, what will be the angle? What do you get the angle as? The angle, you get it as 43. Don't forget that P is of 25 degree north. Now, the total angle for theta is 43. So what do you need to do? 43, take away your 25. Then you get your answer as 18 degree south. That will be the answer. This will be very simple if you understand. But it will be very difficult if you don't really understand what the formula representing. Okay, then next. Now, the question says, hitung jarak terpendek. They want the shortest distance. They ask you to calculate the shortest distance in nautical mile from R to V. Okay, diukur di atas permukaan bumi. They measure on the surface of the earth, and they want the shortest. And remember, for this topic, the shortest distance is on the great circle. Other than that, latitude still longer. Okay, so what do we do? VR. Okay, go back to the original diagram, VR. So now the question's here. Okay, they want you to evaluate the distance from here to here. Okay, I use highlight from here to here. Why do I follow this instead of following this? You have two ways. One is by following the latitude, along the latitude that you go. And one is from the great, follow the great circle. And remember, the question says that the question wanted you to evaluate the shortest distance. And the shortest distance is through the great circle. So great circle. So this is the diagram that I have for you. So remember just now, I cut it off again. So then I need to know the alpha. So just now I got my R as 18 degree south. And V just now, the first part is 25 degrees south. If my part A just now was wrong, part B was wrong, then definitely it will affect the rest of your working. So what is the alpha here? Get your working. Alpha will be 180 minus 18 minus 25. You get your answer. So then straight away into the formula. The shortest distance of RV will be the 137 times with your 60. You get your answer correct. 2 marks. Right. For this question, the hardest part is for you to identify the position and the angle. Okay, if you have no problem, if you work hard a little bit, 勤劳一点点. Try to get the two-dimension diagram from the Earth. Then it shouldn't be a problem for you. Okay, let's continue to the another. This is the part 5 marks. Out of 12 marks for this question, 5 marks will be solving question. Okay, now it says that an aeroplane flew from Q and then to the east, okay, to P, and then to R, okay, to the south of R. They give you the average speed of the aeroplane is 710 knot. They want you to calculate the time in hour. Okay, time in hour. Be careful the answer. They ask you to time in hour, not hour and minute. Okay, now what do I need to do? I need to have my diagram again. Okay, so for this diagram, how I draw my diagram in this. I open up. So this is, if you want to have your diagram in this, not a problem. From Q move to P. From Q move to P is of 20 degree, and P move to R. P move to R is of 43 degree just now, remember? Okay, so now, and the speed they give you as this. So you have to plan. You need to know the distance from Q to P. And then P to R, not a problem. P to R, the distance is given in the question just now as 2,580 80 nautical mile. Okay, so now let's start our work. Solving this one. Okay. Then beside that, because the question asking for the average speed. So what is the average speed formula? Is the distance traveled and over the time taken. Okay, this is the question that you need to answer. Average speed is given. Now this is your task. You need to solve this. Okay, let's start our work. Okay, move from P to Q as I planned just now. Now this is the diagram. It's of 20 degree, but 20 degree, the difference of 20 degree, it is moving on the latitude. Okay, when it's moving on the latitude, means that they have another formula where you need to cos with 25 degree. Okay, north, south. When you're moving on the north or on the south, you're following 20 north or 25 north or 40 south, you are moving along that latitude, then you need to cos. If let's say along the longitude, do not need to cos. You not to apply the cos degree because it's the great circle. When great circle, why great circle don't have to cos? Because actually there's a cos there, but cos 0 degree, what's the value of cos 0 degree? Is 1. Okay, the cos is still there, but it is 0 degree. Okay, now let's continue. So then from here, then once you understand the diagram, okay, see 710 knot is equals to the distance of PQ plus the distance of PR divided by the time. Okay, now you calculate the shortest distance of PQ, the distance of PQ. What do? Is the difference. Okay, is the panjang lengkuk. Actually, it's not jarak terpendek, jarak PQ. Okay, the panjang lengkuk on the latitude. Okay, on the latitude of 25 degree north. So what do? It should be 20. The difference of angle is 20. 70 minus 50 is 20 times 60. That is on the great circle, but now it's not the great circle. Then you need to cos 25 degree. So this will be the distance on the jarak terpendek. Okay, so this will be the distance on the latitude of Q to P. Good. Once you have this one, continue with the second part. The jarak PR is given to you as 2,580 in the question just now. What do? You add up the two. Just now, our formula say this. So I add up the two, divided by time. Solve. Technical. Solving, then I got this as my answer. And normally I place my answer as in four significant figure, 5.166. If let's say they say, teacher, for mathematics, my teacher asked me to place in 2 decimal places, 5.17, can or not? Can, actually not a problem. But never change to hour and minute. Never change to hour and minute because the question asking you for hour only. Okay? So now it's already 5:07. So my last word to you. Kalau tidak dipecahkan ruyung, manakan dah dapat sagu ni. You know the sagu? The Sarawakian like the sagu. So you have to get the pokok. You have to open up. Then only you can get. Okay? So that's my sharing with you. So remember, don't tense up. When you want to do your revision, what I can say that do your revision based on the question with the example of working. Don't do your question without working. Unless you have somebody who guides you at home, then you can start with a new question. Okay, new question, then you solve because someone will help you when you get stuck. Otherwise, you have lots of reference book. Okay, you got lots of reference book. Open up to your reference book, look for a question. There is a contoh penyelesaian. Read the question, contoh penyelesaian. Read the question, contoh penyelesaian. That is my advice to you, so that you don't get panic. Okay. So with that, I wish you all the best for your, and I would like to thank you for your attendance for the sharing session. And you can do it. Okay, be patient. Make sure you have enough sleep. Don't study too late on Sunday night before your maths paper on Monday. Will that be okay? Okay, Nat. How you find today's session? Is it helpful? Is it helpful? Yes. Okay, please remember my advice, because when I'm having class with you, I can see that the response, I can see some of you will get very good result. I can see that you really like maths. There is a thinking skill in you. Okay, you tried your ever best to answer, right? And when you answer to my question, you give the right reason. So this is how I can see you. You are very potential. Please don't break down during this moment. You have another, you need to last for another 1 month, I'll say, another 3 more weeks for your result. Okay, with that, I thank you for your attendance and wish you all the best. All right. Okay, thank you. So please take care of yourself. Drink lots of water.